The idea of violence in schools is scary, but it's still very rare. In 2018, at least 50 people were killed at K-12 schools and colleges. To put that into context, about 28 people are killed by lightning in the US on average. Even though it was a bad year, suicide, traffic accidents, and drug overdoses far eclipse this number. The perception of danger, however, is almost as important. Students that don't feel safe don't perform well in school. They become stressed and distracted. The training and lockdown drills can trigger these feelings for students.
We had a lockdown on Monday at Centennial High School and just nobody was taking it seriously. I started freaking out, almost having an anxiety attack.
It is a delicate balance for districts to ensure safety without exacerbating the unease. But there are several ideas about how to address the problem.
Obviously, they're going to be nervous. I don't blame them. They're human. And if they weren't nervous, something would be wrong with them, right? And so I don't blame them. I think it's just ultimately just letting them know just the severity of, why we train, why we practice, why you have to be put through this. Because if you are in that situation, at least you have some sort of, mindset to go to.
We have the ability with our security cameras on our TV screens to see every hall at a glimpse. And it just, within seconds, every student is out of the hall. They're in a classroom and lights are out. It's a dark, quiet place with 2,300 kids, very fast. And so from the outside looking down the halls, you would see emptiness and quietness very quickly. And it's an eerie feeling when you're witnessing that lockdown drill.
Superintendent Ybarra has introduced her KISS initiative. We reached out to her office several times, but were unable to sit down with an expert on the KISS initiative. The plan would provide more planning, grants, and a statewide crisis counselor, but has not been approved by the legislature. Despite that, the superintendent's office has made several PSAs for the KISS initiative and spent several $1,000s creating and executing a marketing and awareness strategy around a policy that does not currently exist.
I had some concerns that we were advertising a program that had not been funded by the legislature, hadn't gone through JFAC yet, hadn't been well vetted. Might have been a little premature on that.
Boise State was given a $5.7 million grant from the National Institute of Justice to pilot the Idaho Rural Implementation Model for school-wide positive behavioral interventions and supports.
It's really sort of a transformational change in the climate of a school, focusing on setting expectations for positive behavior, reinforcing those, making it so that students understand what's expected of them as they go about their day in a school. A team is established, they meet regularly, they use data to assess whether they're meeting those goals, and then they can calibrate and adjust.
The West Ada School District, in collaboration with multiple stakeholders, is attempting to create a foundational plan for school safety that can serve as a framework for all Idaho schools.
So we give that standard process for everybody that's wanting it. Obviously, I can't force every school district to want to go to this model, but it's something that we think we have a really good product available that would work anywhere. But again, it's that foundation. Here's how to do it. We're going to train you on how to do it. And we're going to continue to train you because reoccurring training and drilling is key. But again, you have to then make it fit for your school.
Others want to arm teachers.
I respect them wanting it. I just hope that they're having the open conversations about the possible dangers that come with that. And not only that, are you educating not just your immediate agency? If something happened in Meridian High School, I'm going to have Boise, Caldwell, Nampa, Kuna, Ada County, everyone. How am I going to know what car this is if he's taking cover behind a car and shooting at the school? How do I know that guy's the good guy?
Technology only goes so far. We attended several schools reporting on this story that had advanced security systems with key cards and cameras. But every time we arrived, a student bypassed the security and graciously opened the door for us.
We'll still have those human errors as we continue to train our kids and just let them know The good days of being having a little chivalry and open the door for people around our public settings are probably going to come to a halt fairly quickly. That you let yourself in and then you continue to walk in. That our students, they're so nice, they're great kids. That's not ingrained in them yet to just get themselves in and not to open the door for a stranger.
Experts and stakeholders point to communication as being the most important part of the plan.
We know from decades of research that one of the most powerful predictors of students' success is whether they feel connected and engaged and then also safe at their school. So having those relationships with a trusted adult, a teacher, an administrator, counselor, someone who they feel like they can talk to at all levels, K through 12, that's really important. So I think that schools that foster that engagement and connectedness are going to see better outcomes.
The Office of School Safety is there to help out with security and training. But the communication issue is about fostering a climate of trust.
Everyone at a school has a role to play, and often the people on the lunch line who are serving kids the meals, they sometimes have conversations that are really important and enlightening. And for a student to have that trusted relationship with any person at the school, whether it's a coach or a teacher, the nurse, I think that's really crucial for creating that climate of safety.
When it comes to safety and security in our schools, it comes down to our kids feeling wanted and that they deserve to be at the school that they're at. You know, that they have a right to be there and that they're wanted. That self-worth is so powerful, and we continue to see that when that self-worth is down, the destructiveness that a kid will even do to themselves, but when it's up, the amazing things and how well they contribute to the school and to their society is awesome.
So we need to make sure that we're doing every single thing we can do to ensure that they're going to be safe, and that parents can send them to school and believe that they're going to be coming home safe and sound.